Alright, what I want to do today is show you how to add some fractions together using fraction bars. And the two fractions that I'm going to add together today are going to be 1/2 plus 1/6. Okay, and so first what we want to do is go over here to our fraction bars, and we will get one of these holes here so we can have something kind of to reference. Okay, and then we'll get 1/2. And again, like I said, what we want to do is we want to add, try to line that up just right. We want to add 1/6 to that. So we're going to come over here, oops, erase that, and we're going to add 1/6 to that. All right, 1/2 plus 1/6. Now, what you see is that they don't have common denominators, 1/2 and 1/6, and so we want to find a fraction bar that we can put together with common denominators that's going to be equivalent to 1/2 and 1/6. Now, to do that, what we want to do is we want to find the least common denominator, and we'll see that 2 is actually a factor going into 6, and so our least common denominator is going to be 6. All right, so if we multiply over here, if we multiply 3 to the denominator of 1/2 as well as the numerator, because you got to do the same to the numerator as you do to the denominator, that's going to give us an equivalent fraction of 3/6. So we can add 3/6 plus 1/6. All right, so let's go ahead and get 3 1/6. All right, and what our equivalent fractions have told us is that 3 1/6, or in other words, 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 is going to be equal to 1/2. So let's just go ahead and put this to the test here. Should be equivalent to 1/2. So we'll drag this over here, and it looks like we were correct. So what we have here, if we count these up, we have, go ahead and use my pen so you can see what I'm looking at here. We got 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6, 1, 2, 3, 4/6. All right, so then what our fraction bars have told us is that 3/6 plus 1/6 equals 4/6. But what you'll notice is that 4/6 can be simplified. If we look at our greatest common factor with 4 and 6, we know that that is going to be 2. All right, so if we divide 6 divided by 3 and 4 divided by 3, I'm sorry, 2 is what I meant to say, 2, and 4 divided by 2, then we have, go ahead and put the equal sign right here in the middle. That's going to give us 2/3, right? So we can come back over here to our fraction bars, and we'll just put this to our test. What we've done when we simplified using our greatest common factor is that 4/6 should be simplified to 2/3, and we're going to put that to the test. So let's go ahead and grab 1/3. Just going to line it up underneath here, and then we're going to grab another third, another 1/3, and you can see that those are equivalent. So in other words, 1/2, going back to our original equation here, and I'll go ahead and write that again, 1/2 plus 1/6 is going to give us 2/3, and we can see that using fraction bars.